fast food. Fast food is not the best for us. I would rather people eat a lot of vegetable and a lot of fruits, and people should drink a lot of water, because when you are out and about, you don't have time to get a proper meal. So drink a lot of water, flush your system, and then try to, in a country like this that everything is difficult, we have to be able to lower our stress levels.
Okay, we have another call coming in. Hello. Hello, Samuel. Samuel from Lagos State. Please, could we quickly have your question?
Okay, what do you call a situation whereby one cannot move the 2 legs time, and at the same time, the legs are popping throughout the day. Popping.
Okay.
Because of spondylosis, why because of that spondylosis?
Well, we know that this isn't a stroke, right? Because a stroke is unilateral, like
Exactly.
you said. But of course, if someone can't move 2 legs, he should go to the hospital, get himself moved.
Yes, I'm actually not going to give a diagnosis because I don't know the history.
Okay.
All right. If somebody has problem with 2 legs, then they should actually be going to see their practitioners who will carry out investigations, who will take a proper history to know the duration of the whatever happened to their leg, and take their life history, and then they'll be able to know where to go from there. This isn't a stroke.
Okay, let's quickly talk about the stroke patient. He will eventually be discharged from the hospital. He will go home.
Yes.
What kind of things should the family know? What kind of things should they do to make life more comfortable for him?
Like we're talking about the role of the nurse, and I said that the nurse is the person that coordinates everything, the plan of care. By the time the patient is well enough to be discharged home, the patient should have a social worker. A social worker is part of the multidisciplinary team. He or she works in the community. He or she will be the one that visits this patient at home.
You mentioned off camera to me that we do have social workers in this society.
We do.
But I'm sure lots of Nigerians do not even know what a social worker is, not to talk of actually having in the society. So why are they hidden?
They are there, but I believe that people do know about them. It's again awareness, lack of awareness to what they do. I think at the present time they are being trained, and they're more attached to hospitals rather than community. But you see, the more training we have for people to become social workers, then the more we'll have them in the communities, and there'll be awareness that they are there in the communities.
So what does this social worker do for the aftercare patient care?
The role of the social worker is very crucial, because they are the ones that will go into the family. Mind you, before the patient is discharged, the team will have a meeting with the family to educate them.
We'll come to that. We're having a very urgent caller here. Hello. Let's quickly take your question, Janet. Good afternoon, Janet. Could you raise your voice and ask your question really quickly?
Okay, please, I have a question to ask.
Go ahead.
What happened that my husband is sick? My husband is sick. So we covered other things, malaria and typhoid, and it's still getting weaker and weaker. I don't know whether we should go for diabetes or stroke.
Okay, thank you, Janet. Well, what do you have to say about this? It's getting weaker and weaker.
Nobody can give any definite diagnosis. We are here not to diagnose any particular case. But I believe that if they go to their family practitioner and do investigation, after the history and consultation, specific tests will be done to, like for example, fasting glucose to know whether this patient is diabetic. After all that is done, then you'll be able to know, to be well informed whether his weakness is due to dehydration, due to losing fluids, which is, a sign of diabetes.
Okay, let's quickly end up this matter about the after hospital care of the patient.
It is very important. The social worker, as the name, the term denotes social, it works in the community. They are the ones that liaise between the patient and the
hospital?
And the hospital.
Okay.
Because before the patient is discharged, the multidisciplinary team will meet with the family, the wife or the husband, the children, and then to be educated that stroke has happened. But this is the way that you go about, because stroke can make people be tearful, it can cause mental problems, it can cause, there are a lot of things attached to stroke. So
are we going to see this holistic stroke care coming to Nigeria sometime soon?
It should. We are on the right path. A lot of, a few people are getting together to try and bring this care. And this is why Stroke Care International brought Stroke Care International to Nigeria to be able to give this holistic care.
Thank you so much, Gloria Ekeng. I can see that you're raring to go, and there's so much more to say, but we're out of time. Thank you so much for coming. It's been wonderful.
Thank you.
Thank you very much for being with us, Femi, Janet, and Samuel. Thank you for your calls. Thank you for being there at home, being with us on this show. Have a wonderful day. I am Mary Alale Yusuf.